of those rules and procedures. And lastly, in rainforest countries, it is hard to set up a system, the institutions, and set up a strategy that is a win-win for all stakeholders within countries. And there's often been conflicts of interests within governments, with some sectors seeing REDD+ as a threat to their growth. So let's say we had funds flowing perfectly. How should they be spent to reduce deforestation? Again, lots of questions, but again, a lot of opportunities to help feed in some of these answers to the people working to develop REDD+ strategies. There is consensus on two issues that are relevant to all members of RSPO. There's consensus on the need to address drivers of deforestation, of which we know palm oil is one. It's not the main one, but it is one, as the findings of the Greenhouse Gas Working Group showed yesterday. And there's also a consensus that we need to leverage private sector investments because the public funds on the table are not enough to tackle the challenge at hand. So there's an opportunity for all of us in this room to feed recommendations into governments about how to do those two things with regards to the palm oil sector. Last year, we convened 6 meetings with palm oil producers to discuss the role of the palm oil sector in the solution to deforestation. There was 2 in Ghana, 1 in Kuala Lumpur, and 3 meetings in Jakarta. All the producers agreed that it was possible to meet future demand of palm oil without further deforestation. And the ways by which this could be done was through smallholder yield enhancements mainly, and through expansion on degraded or low carbon stock land. I borrowed this slide from EPAM, an organization which is in the room today, which works to build bridges between REDD+ and the Roundtables. And I find this shows the complementarity of the two processes very well. Both processes share the same objectives of reducing deforestation, have social and environmental safeguards. One has available funding attached to it, and the other one has strong farmer engagement, because REDD+ will not work without farmer engagement. There are several ways by which we can see REDD+ helping RSPO move forward, being implemented at greater scale and better. REDD+ is widely recognized that it will probably evolve in 3 phases. So while we want to move to phase 3, which is payment for performance at national level, the first phase is create capacity building and creating enabling conditions. The second phase is demonstration activities. There's lots, so I've just listed some of the projects that are demonstration activities in information at the moment on how to link the RSPO, the palm oil sector, and REDD+. Apologies, I haven't been able to list all the organizations involved in each initiative. There was not enough space, but I'll provide you with a link to the summaries of all these projects later, and most of them are in the room if you want to talk to them. Then, in terms of the phase 1, there's a lot of scope for REDD+ funds and policies to create some of the enabling conditions or the enabling framework that could achieve both REDD+ objectives, but also to help RSPO grow. And that's, for example, includes land use mapping and planning to indicate clearly to producers where they can expand and to facilitate access to these licenses. Increasing clarity of land tenure should increase incentives for both smallholders and large companies to invest in increasing productivity on the lands that they're already producing on, but also to invest in rehabilitating degraded land. Measuring, reporting, and verification systems at scale that integrate both the agriculture sector and the forests could reduce transaction costs for producers, but also for governments and also for buyers. And extension services can also help achieve the goals of both processes. There's also shared challenges, which again is an opportunity because if tackled together or jointly, they'll probably be solved more quickly. Both processes, I think, struggle a bit on how to integrate smallholders and how to make sure that, for example, increased productivity will not lead to additional deforestation. Also, the proliferation of standards makes it harder for governments to integrate those standards in their national policies or for companies to develop sourcing strategies. Unfortunately, REDD+ is only one of many different international and national objectives. I've listed just a few of these others on the slide. To put things in perspective, at the moment there's 4.5 billion pledged for 3 years, but the FAO estimates that there needs to be 200 billion annually spent to meet the future food demand. But that 200 billion includes both public and private investments. But still, that REDD+ money will need to be spent very efficiently and strategically, especially in these times of financial crises. And donors will not be interested to fund activities that would happen anyway without those funds. And donors will not be interested to fund things that don't deliver real reductions in emissions. So we need to, whilst we need to feed in ideas to the people developing REDD+ strategies, we need to feed good ideas and work collectively. If you don't know a lot about REDD+, find someone who does. It will be worth your while, and we can all work together. We'll be convening another meeting in Indonesia in February or March of 2012 to push these ideas further, or to develop them further, should I say. A lot of the information, reports, and summaries of projects I've mentioned can be found under this website, pcfisu.org. Thank you.